Hello and welcome to another week of the Waller Show. We had a good first week of the season last week, opening up the accounts with Coco Excel, which is a good winner,
Very good winner.
and Pound Sterling as well.
Yeah, bang bang. First two races of the season basically started where we left off with two good impressive wins. So we're well underway and a good one on Saturday as well.
Yeah, Dubai Star was good to see him win.
Certainly was.
Right, straight into Saturday. We've got one up at Eagle Farm, Black Jag. What do you make of him?
Well, he's gone up there because it's just a little bit easier. 2200 metres will suit him. Hopefully the track is no worse than probably a 6. He likes a pretty good track, but he's going up there a fit horse. He's had a trial in between runs, and the trip up there will even tighten him up because I have been struggling to get him in tip-top condition, and hopefully that'll help him be in tip-top condition.
Okay, we'll go straight into Caulfield, and we've got Hersley in race 1, Barrier 2. He's in sparkling form.
He sure is. Good win last start thanks to a great Craig Williams ride. He's drawn to get a lovely run again on Saturday in gate 2. Takes on the older horses for the first time in a little while, but because of that, well, not really because of that, he's a 4-year-old himself now, but he's going up in grade and therefore carrying less than 60 kilos for probably about his last 3 or 4 runs. So 57.5 is a great chance on Saturday.
Perfect. And Magicus, he's in good order too.
He is. He's drawn a bit wide, but look, he had a gun draw last start and it beat him. I think he drew 1 or 2 last start and he's still looking to get out. On Saturday he's drawn gate 10. Maybe it's a blessing. At Caulfield they normally get a pretty good chance. The rail's at 3 metres, but it's still plenty of width for the horses to get good runs in the straight.
Okay, and straight into Rosehill we've got Labdian second up with Brenton Abdullah.
Good run first up. A bit short for her, plus she had a big weight. I see Saturday's race over the 1400 as being a much better race for her. She's down on the weights a little bit, simply because it's a stronger grade. But in saying that, I wouldn't say it's an overly strong race. So with the senior rider back aboard, I think she's got a great chance in the first.
She won second up last prep too.
There you go, Charles. She did. And did a great job last prep.
Into the 2000 metre race, we've got a well represented here. Right, Thunder Down Under. What do you make of him? Blinkers off, up and trip.
Yeah, forget last start around Canterbury. I think that was more his undoing than anything. He'll appreciate the big roomy track at Rosehill, as most horses do. He's got a big weight. We're claiming 2 kilos. He's not the easiest of horses to ride. He's still quite a laid-back colt. So Kobe Jennings will have to be on his A game, but Barrier 8, I think it'll be a good draw for him. You'll appreciate a bit of room, and you'll certainly appreciate the 2,000 metres.
Next we've got So Willie, Barrier 12.
Great run last start. Tony just got beat. I think it's a good time to be trying a few of these horses over 2,000 metres. They've got residual fitness on their side. You've always got to be got to be concerned about backing up within 7 days after a heavy 10 run, which is what him and Dubai Style ran on last start. So and Firebird Fly. So that's a bit of a concern, but gate 12 makes it a little bit harder, but he's a get back type of horse anyway. I was stepping up to this trip, I would have liked to have ridden him a bit closer, but gate 12 probably limits our options a little.
And then we've got Divine Style.
Well, he just put pay to them at the top of the straight last start. I think he won by about 4 lengths. Good time to be trying him over 2,000 metres on the 7-day backup, because he's a horse that gets a bit keen. Brenton was giving himself a pat on the back for riding up so well last start, but I think the horse actually pulled his way to sit up outside the leader. He did get him to switch off pretty well, but jockeys like to give themselves a rap when they can. But hard to knock a winning ride. That's what pays the bills. So Ty England rides on Saturday. Brenton was already committed to another ride, and those of you who don't know, which is probably most owners or most people listening, we actually book the riders about 10 days in advance. So sometimes when they do win on the 7-day backup, we may already have another jockey booked, or other jockeys may be committed to other rides, and that's the case on Saturday. I'm sure had Brenton had the option on Monday morning, he would have stuck with him. But Ty's done a great job on him.
Yeah, he did.
He rode in the 2 starts prior to that, and
And he
I think
probably
it's
would have
really
actually
got him to
ridden,
focus.
probably would have ridden him on Saturday if it wasn't 54 anyway.
Yeah.
Last Saturday.
Probably, yeah.
So, anyway, Firebird Flyer.
Yeah, well, she's going well. She was beaten a long way last start, but still runs second. A little bit of a risk backing a filly up like her within a week, but there's no other options for 3 or 4 weeks.
She takes her racing well.
Yeah, she looks a
She's
picture
tough
of
as
health.
anything.
Looks great.
Righto, race 4, Aurora Glow, scratched from today, runs on Saturday.
Yeah, wide gate on Saturday, gate 13. Deserves a chance in Saturday grade. This race is a benchmark 72 from memory. Yes, it is. So basically, it's a midweek race on a Saturday. So it's a great chance for average horses to be running for very good prize money. You can always go back to midweeks, but she deserves a chance. She's been racing consistently well, and Ty England rides again.
Okay, and Mr. Darcy, barrier 4.
Yeah, he's up for sale if anyone wants to buy a horse. It'd probably be too late to buy him before Saturday, but we've made it a plan all the way through. At the end of the preparation, he will be sold. So who knows, Charlie? He might have a Saturday win, or at least a good run next to his name, and I think around Australia he'd be snapped up pretty quickly.
Absolutely. Righto, then in the Premier's Cup Prelude, we've got Janoob, 63.5.
Yeah, we're tossing up whether we run him and Marinostro in the Rolling Mile on Thursday at Hawkesbury, simply because the Rolling Mile is a listed race and they'll carry less weight. On Saturday, Janoob's got 63.5. We've gone with the senior rider of Blake Shin because he knows the horse so well, and hard really to expect a horse to win with that weight. Race like the Newcastle Cup, 3rd or 4th into his preparation is probably more ideal.
Okay, and Marinostro, what we touched on there.
Yeah, Kobe Jennings rides. Good win last start in the listed race. Probably deserves the 60 kilos that he's got now that he's come back to an open race. Gate 2 is going to be a big plus for him. We've just got to check the noms on Friday, see whether he runs there or goes to Hawkesbury. I think he's the one to beat if he ran on Saturday.
Okay, Sacred Master, barrier 12.
Yeah, had he drawn 5 or 6, I would have been very confident. But with gate 12, what do we do? He's a stayer. In the early part of his preparation, we're trying to head towards Metropolitans and races like that. Do we get him out of his comfort zone and ride him forward, or we just go back from the wide gate? And if we go back, it's significantly going to take away his winning chances. But I just want to make sure that he does have a nice run, and most importantly finishes off strongly. Sure, we expect them to win, but at the same time, I as a trainer can't lose sight of the big picture, which is big races like the Newcastle Metropolitan coming up. So I'm sure all punters take those things into consideration. We're always giving them the best chance to win, but we're also looking after them to make sure that they reach their grand finals.
Okay, and Loophole, Ty England.
Yeah, his run last start was very good. I think this is his type of race. You could say the 1800 is a touch short, but I think barrier 5 is a good plus for him. He'll get a nice run in the first 6. He likes a bit of room, this horse. He doesn't like coming through them, and barrier 5 will allow him to get out in the open and then attack. Ty England should suit him. He's a good, strong rider. Horse looks great. He's working well.
And Sweet Fire on the minimum.
Her form's poor. She needs to improve, to say the least. I'm just hoping 1800 down the weights a bit, she might be able to find some form, because she's as good as any horse in this race when she's at her best. But she's far from that in her first up 2 runs.
Okay, and into the spring preview, we've got Cosmic Cube, exciting import.
Yeah, well, he's a newcomer to the stable. Had 2 good runs in the autumn, with a win in a second in a group race, and beaten a narrow margin when he did run that second. So trialled very well, and he looks a quality individual, as his form lines would suggest. He's drawn a bit awkward in gate 9. Rory Hutchings rides. I think Rory might have ridden him in New Zealand.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Anyhow, the horse is going great, and he's 1 to 5 through the preparation. Hopefully get him through to an Epsom. It's a long way from an Epsom. There's still a lot of time up our sleeve, but be nice to get him started and see exactly where he fits in.
Absolutely. And Sadler's Lake resuming.
He had a moderate last preparation. I think we'll just try and get a bit of confidence into him riding conservatively on Saturday and hopefully hits the line.
Trial ground the other day.
He did, yeah, but just went missing last prep. Did it pretty tough as a 3-year-old. Not through a lot of racing, but just simply taken on in front. He was a front runner, and wouldn't say it broke his heart, but he just hasn't bounced off his 3-year-old career like I thought he would.
No. And into the last, Dingu Mountain, barrier 7, second emergency.
Yeah, this needs obviously two scratchings. Got gate 7. He's come back well after a short break and trial well, didn't he?
Yep.
And if he gets a run, he'll be hard to beat. If he doesn't get a run, he'll run next Wednesday at Canterbury and be even harder to beat.
Okay. Well, there you go. That concludes the show.
That's it. Also got to say hi to a few people in New Zealand that watch our show every week, which was good to see. I was over there on Sunday, and got a little award, which was good for the team.
Not a little award, it was a pretty big award.
And a lot of people said they watched the video, so thanks very much for following our progress.
Got it. A best or not?
Best? Well, what do you go with?
My best, I am going for Cosmic Cube.
Cosmic Cube. Interesting.
Faith in the Red Man.
I'll go Quinella Marinostro Sacred Master. If one of them scratched, just go with the one that's not scratched.
Okay.